From Tampa Bay streaming news source, brought to you by AlertTodayFlorida.com. This is ABC Action News.
Hello everyone, I'm Serena Fazan. Jason has Florida's most accurate forecast in just a moment. But first, the Tampa Bay Lightning losing at home to the Boston Bruins 6-2 in the first game of the series. But they get a chance to tie it up on Monday at 7. And in some other ABC Action News Now headlines, a tragic accident, one man now dead after a train strikes him in Valrico. It happened this morning off State Road 60, just east of Valrico Station Road. FHP troopers say the victim was distracted with his cell phones and headphones on. He didn't see the crossing arms lowered and walked right in front of that train. Troopers closed down State Road 60 until about noon. In the Bay Area alone, thousands of pills now off the streets thanks to a national prescription drug take-back day. Dozens headed to many drop-off spots in many counties. The FDA warns just don't toss those pills into the trash. If you want to get rid of them, the FDA suggests mixing some medications with household items like coffee grounds or cat litter sealed tight in plastic bags and containers. People in Wesley Chapel making a splash today at the grand opening of the Crystal Lagoon. It is the first ever Crystal Lagoon concept in the U.S. One of the most decorated Olympic medalists of all time, Michael Phelps, partnered with Crystal Lagoon to help make it a reality. Activities include stand-up paddleboarding, swimming, and kayaking. Builders plan on adding a water slide, a swim-up bar, a restaurant, and even more. In other news, the draft wait is over for St. Petersburg native Shaquem Griffin. The Seattle Seahawks selecting the former UCF linebacker. Shaquem is the first ever one-handed player to get drafted. He lost his right hand due to a birth defect at the age of 4. Shaquem also reunites with his twin brother in Seattle. And former NBC nightly news anchor Tom Brokaw withdraws as the commencement speaker for Sacred Heart University in Connecticut. This coming after a former NBC colleague alleges Brokaw sexually harassed her in the early 90s. Brokaw vehemently denies these allegations. And now let's head to Jason.
Sunday forecast, it's going to be a warm one, a little bit warmer than what we saw Saturday. Saturday's highs only made it into the lower 80s for most of us. I've got mid to upper 80s even here along the beaches as we see winds coming in from the east. That's an offshore wind, and that's a wind that warms us up here in west central Florida. So mid to upper 80s. If you're east of I-75, you'll likely be into the upper 80s, if not 90 degrees. The good news for your Sunday plans, I'm not expecting any rain risk aside from a very lonely pop-up shower or storm, but that chance honestly is less than 10%. So I think most of us stay dry through your Sunday and get used to the heat because these numbers are not changing as we go into next week. Serena?
Thanks, Jason. And don't forget, you can get news updates all day long on your favorite streaming device. And remember to download our free ABC Action News app.
Visibility while driving at night can be challenging for drivers, and their failure to see pedestrians is often fatal. In Florida, 75% of pedestrian fatalities occur at night. Many drivers say they never saw the pedestrian. What will it take to see them? Can you see him now? Drivers, look for pedestrians, especially at night. Pedestrians, make sure you are visible. Alert tonight, alive tomorrow. Because safety doesn't happen by accident.